Hi, I'm Lisa Kennedy, Denver Post film critic, and welcome to Reaction Shot. Last week I promised you we were going to take a look at 2 Days and One Night starring Oscar nominee Marion Cotillard. Unfortunately, the movie moved. That happens during Academy Awards season, and so we'll do it next week. In the meantime, we're going to take a look at Jupiter Ascending, the sci-fi fantasy starring Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum. It's a little bit of a reincarnation fantasy, and it is a little complicated, so why don't we take a look at the trailer.
You've been taught that the birthplace of the human race is Earth, but it's not.
Do you know what this will do to people when they find out the truth?
I don't think that most people would want to know the truth.
I do.
Your planet was seeded by brass axe industries roughly 100,000 years ago.
It's one of the most powerful dynasties in the universe. There are 3 primary heirs. The oldest is Belem. He's the one that controls this planet and wants you dead.
I am telling you, I am nobody.
You are royalty.
What about the girl?
Still alive.
Bring her to me.
I think that's one of the most helpful trailers I've ever seen because there are a lot of twists and turns in this film and a lot of alliances and betrayals that you have to follow. But short order, Mila Kunis plays Jupiter Jones, a housekeeper in Chicago who in turn is actually the reincarnation of a galactic matriarch of a rather nasty dynasty. Channing Tatum plays a hunter sent to bring her back to her children in this sort of other galaxy. Eddie Redmayne is one of the characters, the eldest son, and he plays Balaam, who's probably the meanest of the children, though very repressed and tight. Now you may know Eddie Redmayne as the guy who plays Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything, for which he's nominated for an Academy Award. And it's interesting because of the timing to see him playing a much lesser role when he probably is going to go to the stratosphere and the Academy Awards. Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum's acting, on the other hand, is a little bit more familiar in this kind of genre thing. And some of it's charming and some of it's a little, let's just say there were some laughs at the preview.
Huh. Are those flying boots?
They use the force of gravity, redirecting it into differential equation slopes that you can surf.
Yeah, I heard gravity and surf.
Up is hard, down is easy.
Thank you. Wow.
Our ride's here. You ready?
Ready to walk out of a 100-story window with you in your gravity boots onto an invisible
This might
spaceship.
make it easy.
Whoa! Okay.
Jupiter Ascending was supposed to open in July and then move to February. That's usually not a good sign, and in fact, it probably wasn't a good sign. But you know what? The Wachowski siblings, we really want them to do well because there's something still lovely about them. I mean, these are the guys who made The Matrix. Their last film was Cloud Atlas, which is another reincarnation film. It's just that they seem to be a little off their game right now. But still, you know, one of the things I love about them is that they're romantic. And this is sort of an example. It's like the chemistry between Kunis and Channing Tatum could be better, but I love that these guys have heart.
Stinger said that you attacked an entitled once.
Stinger talks too much.
Is it true?
Doesn't matter.
We all do things we can't explain.
I said it was in my genes. A defect of my genome engineering.
Could explain a lot of things about me. Like the fact that I have an uncanny ability to fall for men that don't fall for me. Maybe I have defective engineering too. And if that's the case, is there any way to fix it?
You are royalty now. I'm a splice. You don't understand what that means, but I have more in common with a dog than I have with you.
I love dogs. I've always loved dogs.
The question isn't whether Jupiter Ascending is good, because you know what? It isn't. The question is whether it's going to be so bad that it kind of comes back around to being good, and then it's therefore one of those great good-bad films that we kind of enjoy. Read my full review of Jupiter Ascending at denverpost.com and follow me on Twitter at @ByLisaKennedy. Next week, we really are going to review Marion Cotillard in 2 Days, One Night. Look forward to seeing you then.